Well, hello again, Internet security friends. This is Cole, and I want to continue our discussion on parking lot, parking facility security. Now, moving on with the conversation, let's talk about some of the technology you have that support your security program in these particular locations. Namely, we're going to talk about surveillance cameras, we're going to talk about emergency call boxes, both of which are pretty common features of today's parking environment. First, cameras. Okay. Surveillance cameras need to be checked continuously to make sure that they are actually functioning. As you know, probably I hope you know, that most cameras are not monitored by human eyeballs. They're set in place to capture imagery for later investigation and inquiry. All right? And it's not uncommon for a camera to go down, to go unserviceable, and it not to be noticed by its users. And then when you need imagery of an event, possibly a horrific crime, possibly a B&E on a vehicle, the imagery is not there. And it comes out like the camera's been down since Thanksgiving. And it's not a real good career move. Let me just put it that way. So have a program to check cameras, make sure they're recording and they're functioning properly and they're capturing the imagery that you're going to need in the future. Next, emergency call boxes. These are installations where people in distress, people needing help can go to. They're typically well lit and identified. People make their way to the call boxes, push a panic button, so to speak, and it sends out an emergency notification. Now, what you need to know about these things is, one, how does it make the notification? All right? Does it go? Does the signal go to a switchboard operator in the general office? Does it go to a security control center? Does it go to your cell phone or your two-way radio or other listening device? You need to know how that traffic is orchestrated and managed to notify you. Second, you need to know where these boxes are. You need to be very familiar with them, because when that person is calling for help, sometimes desperately, you need to know how to get from spot A to spot B with all due speed. Wondering where box A3 is as someone is being raped is not the time to be figuring out where the box is. So you have to know the physical locations, have to know the quickest route there. Okay, now, and finally, just like cameras, make sure the emergency call boxes work. Unused assets tend to go into disrepair, they tend to get forgotten about, so have a program to check, inspect, and test, ops test these boxes, make sure they're working on a regular basis, and document it. Because if there's ever an issue and the box doesn't work, and people are going to say, like, hey, you've got negligent security there, you owe us $1 million in a lawsuit, you need to have at least a documentation that you were performing all due diligence with these security assets. So that's my 2 cents. As always, thank you. Check out the subscribe, like, comment, share, all that stuff, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.